Tonight, Joe meets the Doyle family.
Hello!
This young couple is in way over their heads and failing parenting 101.
It's me! No, we can never do that.
What quality time did they spend with you?
But 5-year-old Sarah and 3-year-old Lizzie both have advanced degrees in mischief.
You are hurting me. This is gonna go on all night. I don't have the strength.
You better find it.
Stay.
Will these parents pass Joe's test?
What is Lizzie's favourite colour?
Blue.
Wrong. Wrong.
Help mommy clean?
You are wrong.
I feel like he doesn't think of this stuff on his own.
Actually, we don't.
Or is this family headed for a fall?
Now, I wonder what family we've got here today. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Brandy. This is Doug, and we're the Doyles. We have 3 small children. Sarah is age 5, Lizzie is age 3, and Andrew is 20 months.
These children are adorable.
Brandy and I both work full-time. I'm a lawn care technician. She's a leasing professional.
Young parents, and both working.
We're the parents. They terrorize us.
Stop it.
Let him go.
Lizzie, she's 3.5. She is our biggest problem, I guess you would say. She's a handful. She throws temper tantrums. She's just 100 miles an hour, 24 hours a day.
You're gonna pick every one of those up.
Hey!
Stop hitting me! My oldest, Sarah, she's 5, and she is stubborn. She will fight until the end and fight until she wins. She got a hold of the scissors and decided that she needed a haircut.
These children have crossed the line.
Andrew is 20 months old.
Andrew whines a lot. From the time we wake up to the time we go to bed, it's nothing but screaming kids.
My word.
We definitely don't know where we went wrong.
Stop kicking me! We are close to giving up.
We've tried everything.
Super Nanny, please help us.
Whew, you guys need a back to basics class. I'm on my way. Hello. Can I come in?
Sure.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Joe.
I'm Brandy. I'm hoping that she sees that I am a young mother, 24 years old, and I am just inexperienced and just need some help.
Introduce me to your brood here.
This is Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
Hello, sweetie.
And Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. You gonna shake my hand? No, you gonna shake my hand now.
And then we got Lizzie, who's 3.
Hi, Lizzie. Are you gonna shake Jojo's hand? Wow, all 3. Under 5, that's a handful. Well, today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch you. So just please carry on with what you would normally be doing. Your partner's here, or?
Dad's at work.
Okay.
Lay down on your pillow.
Soon after I arrived, it was time for Andrew to be put down for a nap. So I went over to the girls who were playing on the computer.
Lizzie, don't even think about messing me up.
Tempers started to flare, and it hasn't been long.
7!
It appeared that the girls had some sharing issues.
Mommy!
I don't allow Sarah to play upstairs when Andrew's napping.
Put me down.
Mum got Sarah downstairs, but she didn't want to stay there.
You know what? I'm gonna put the gate up at the top of the steps. Stop it! You don't climb over this, it's dangerous. You can go to your room then. If you want to stay up here, you can go to your room. Stay, stay. I don't know what else to do. She won't sit in a timeout.
The first thing I'm thinking when I'm watching Brandy holding that doorknob and not allowing Sarah out of the room, what are you doing?
calm down. No. Sarah, calm down.
And then she starts to have a conversation through the wall. Then she felt sorry for her, took her out of her room, brought her downstairs, and made more fuss than the whole thing put together.
I don't like this. I don't like that. I cannot let you go up there. Your brother is taking a nap.
Yeah.
You can play on the computer later.
But it didn't end there, because Lizzie started to kick off.
Not watching cartoons.
Literally.
No. Don't kick it. If you kick it and break it, then we'll never have TV.
Mum tackles discipline with kisses and tiggles.
Get it.
No lesson is taught here. The children must be incredibly confused with what Brandy's trying to teach them.
Nothing.
To keep the girls quiet, Mum sent them outside, and I got a chance to speak to Mum alone.
How much in control are you of their behaviour?
I don't feel that I have any control over their behavior. They don't listen to me, and they hit me. That's embarrassing.
So what's it like when you've got friends around?
We don't really bring friends or anything around. We don't want them to act out in front of other people. I just don't want them to think that I'm a bad mom and I'm doing something wrong.
That must be very isolating for you, though. I mean, you're a young mum.
I don't even know who I am anymore. All I am is a wife and a mom. That's all I am.
She's not really enjoying motherhood. It seems all a little bit too overwhelming for her, and at the moment, she's not in a good place.
And I just don't know what to do, how to change that.
Coming up on Super Nanny. A door is left open to danger, and Joe strikes a nerve.
But you're lazy when it comes to dealing with the kids.
I love my kids.
When Super Nanny returns.
Later on in the day, Mum brought the girls inside, and I wanted to see what she had planned for them. But what she had planned was nothing at all.
So, do you just clean in the afternoon?
I clean all day.
So it must be hard to deal with the children when you're cleaning all day.
Yeah, but it has to get done.
Are you bored? Mum spends a lot of time cleaning the house instead of her focusing her attention on the children. There's some wonderful games here for Andrew, but he's not playing with them.
I think Mum has this little voice in the back of her head. It's like clean, 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 clean. Because as she was going downstairs, she'd left the door open. And Andrew was like inches away from a very long staircase. So I just grabbed him before he took that leap down. And I just think it's incredibly dangerous and completely naive of Mum not to recognise what she needs to do in order to keep Andrew safe.
I get home from work and Joe's at my house.
Hi, Doug. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Joe, hi.
Hi. I knew what she can do, and it was definitely a sign of relief.
Just after I met Doug, he composed himself for a few minutes, and then he made himself comfortable on the couch.
Sarah, please stop kicking me.
My dad sits on the couch a lot and watches TV.
Why don't you go play?
The girls were trying desperately to get Dad's attention, but he wasn't paying any interest at all.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
I just kept thinking, wake up, Doug. You've got 3 children and you haven't seen them all day.
Go get the game and you and Sarah can play.
The girls finally gave up on Dad and they started to play a game together. But it turned chaotic.
If you guys are gonna fight, I'm just gonna put the game away.
No!
Then stop fighting. Just play it. Just play the game.
There's a lot of chaos going on in the living room.
Just put her in timeout.
No.
And Dad isn't managing that very well at all.
I work hard. It's my break time to sit on the couch and not have to deal with life, I guess.
I wanted to find out from Brandy and Doug who did what when it comes to raising their children.
You're both working parents,
Mm-hmm.
but you spend the same amount of time with the children, correct?
Yeah, I would say we spend about the same amount of time with them.
Would you agree with that?
No, I would say I'm with them more.
No, you don't agree with that?
No, she takes them to school and picks them up. Might be 2 or 3 times a month I take them or pick them up.
I'm sorry, 2 or 3 times a month you take them or pick them up? My husband is lazy around the house and with the kids. I take care of everything. What we're going to have for dinner, doing the grocery shopping. I take care of bills. I take care of the kids most of the time. I feel like the manager of the family, like I'm delegating. Doug, can you give the kids a bath? Can you put the kids to bed tonight? I feel like he doesn't think of this stuff on his own.
My job is a lot more physically demanding. I'm exhausted when I get home from work. Is she breathing hard after she prints up a report? Because I'm breathing hard after I treat a lawn. And I didn't know she had a problem with it until now.
Whatever, we talk about that all the time.
Actually, we don't.
The pair of them start to argue about how they're raising their children.
I don't get a break. I don't get to sit on the couch and watch TV. If I do, it's after the kids go to bed.
It was rather awkward being in the same room with the pair of them whilst they were pointing the finger at one another and blaming each other for their situation.
I don't know why we're going round and round and round about
And
this.
we will.
Mommy!
Does this happen often? What I'm seeing going on here?
Yes.
Yeah. She got a pretty good sense of what Brandy and I go through. A lot of arguing, a lot of bickering back and forth.
Does anything get resolved between the pair of you when you have issues?
No, he just pretends that it didn't happen.
If I didn't do that, it would never be resolved because you are the most stubborn person I've ever met.
Does anything get resolved?
No.
It's time these two stop running around in circles. I need to sit Brandy and Doug down and talk about changing this situation.
When I first arrived, I walked into a home that was spick and span. You provide a lovely home for your 3 children. But you are a young couple. Where is the enthusiasm and the motivation where it should be? And that's the children. There is a complacency there, and there is a laziness there.
I don't feel that I'm lazy. I mean, I'm doing something. I'm cleaning up something.
Do you hear yourself? You don't think you're lazy because you're cleaning, but you're lazy when it comes to dealing with the kids. Let's talk about discipline. Who's running this household here?
They are. We try to put them down for a timeout, and they just will not sit there. How do you get them to sit there?
For a start, you recognise that you're the parents in the house. Lizzie yesterday, Brandy, was misbehaving. She didn't listen to you. And you actually went over to her and said, "Come on, Lizzie," and you tickled her. That's mixed messages.
If she wasn't going to sit in timeout, I was just trying to distract her from what she was doing. That way she would stop misbehaving.
But what you do is set yourself up to fail, the pair of you, so that when you do go upstairs and try to implement any form of discipline, it spirals out of control to the extent that you've got to hold a door. Let's talk about the structure of your day. Yesterday we spent more than 12 hours together with the children, but what quality time did they actually spend with you, doing things where they were stimulated and having fun?
I don't know.
That's sad. That's really sad.
I
I love my kids more than anything. And I don't want to neglect them.
And Brandy, I know that you love your kids. And Doug, I know that you love your kids. But if you're gonna love your kids, then let them see it. And the way you show your kids that you love them is not just about making sure that they're looked after and fed and watered like a flower, but to give them you, because that's what they want at the end of the day. They want you to.
Joe made me feel like I don't spend enough time with them and I neglect them. It hurts me to think that it could be true. I don't want to neglect my children.
Am I now looking at two parents who are prepared to accept what is going on in this house?
Yeah.
And are now prepared to put the hard work in and let's start changing it?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Right, okay, let's get started.
Coming up on Super Nanny.
You do not hit your brother.
With Lizzie on the naughty chair, Mom's feeling the heat.
Can we turn some air conditioning on in here?
But Joe won't let her burn out.
I mean, this is gonna go on all night. I don't have the strength and the
Listen
energy.
to me. You better find it.
When Super Nanny returns. But first, a tip from Super Nanny.
Parents, it's not a competition about who does the most housework. It's about making sure that you get the work done. Stick together and take on the responsibilities of sharing the chores. If it helps, divvy them up and stick with it. The first thing I did was to place up a routine so both parents could take responsibility and know exactly what they are both going to do together. Let's run through this routine. All right, kids are at daycare through to the evening. But at 4 o'clock, Dad, I want you to pick up the kids from daycare. Yeah, Mum's got a big smile on her face.
That is a big help.
And at 4:30, Dad, you're home with the kids.
My job is very physical. I like that hour and a half, 2 hours of peace that I get. Yeah, so I'm a little uneasy about having to pick the kids up.
Doug stepped up. He picked the girls up from daycare, and to make sure he didn't fall straight back onto that couch, I set him and the girls up with some finger paints.
Normally, I would be sitting on the couch right now watching a little bit of TV and barking orders at them while they were playing and things. And I haven't turned the TV on yet, and to be quite honest, I don't miss it. Say Bubbles. Say, you want to eat it?
Playing with the girls comes easy for Doug. He's just got to get off that couch. With what you've learned, you're enabled to enjoy this time with him. And you're going to have this all the time now because you've been able to put so much into place in your own household where you're now enjoying your parenting and just enjoying being a father.
That is really pretty. Do you want to put this on the counter and let it dry, and I'll take it to work and hang it up?
Yeah.
It felt good to me. You know, I devoted my time to the kids and not just to the couch. So I proved to myself and the world that I can be a good father.
If I tongue-in-cheek with Brandy, I'd like to say she is definitely Mrs. Mock. She likes to clean 24/7, and the frustration of not being able to get out that dustpan and brush was getting the better of her.
I'm not very organized today.
You mean you haven't spent so much time cleaning today?
So I don't know where anything is today.
It's a good thing.
Joe pretty much told me I clean too much, which shocked me.
The house didn't need attention. The children did. So I told Brandy to go and find the children and have some fun with them.
Girls, socks and shoes on. We're gonna go outside and swing. I put the cleaning supplies down. I spent more time with the kids. You know something I know you guys would love to do? Play dress up with your makeup.
This is the kind of time that Mum should be putting into the kids, not the house. They had a great afternoon.
It looks like a crazy.
Kissy break.
Later on, while we was in the kitchen, Lizzie started playing with a fork in her mouth. Not very safe.
What you don't want Lizzie to do is to be walking around with that in her mouth, okay? In case an accident happens.
If you put that fork back in your mouth, you will sit in the naughty chair.
And Lizzie didn't listen, so it was time for the naughty chair.
You are sitting on the naughty chair because you did not listen to Mummy when she told you to take the fork out of your mouth. You're her mother, and she does as she's told.
Okay.
And if she doesn't listen to you, then there's a consequence that she's going to have to pay.
What Brandy needs to learn is the basics of discipline. She's never set any boundaries for the girls before.
She's going to do as she's told, Mum, because you're going to make a difference tonight.
She got up again and again and again and again. After the first 5 minutes, I was worn out, I was tired, I was hot.
Can we turn some air conditioning on in here?
I'm just supposed to keep on and keep on.
What's happening?
It's just gonna, I mean, this is gonna go on all night. I don't have the strength and
Listen
energy.
to me. You better find it.
It was really tough for Mum. She's never followed through with discipline, and I was determined that today that was going to change.
Walk.
Don't talk to her, and she will listen to you and do as she's told.
And Lizzie didn't like it. Her behaviour escalated.
Do not bite me. I'm going.
You all right?
I just don't know how much longer I can do this.
You're going to do it for as long as you need to do it. Why are you going to do that for your kids? Why?
Because I love them.
Exactly. Let's go. Let's go. Exactly that.
After a 2-hour struggle, Lizzie finally stayed in the naughty chair for 3 minutes. And then Mum asked for her apology.
Would you like to tell Mommy you're sorry now? Just right in my ear. Nobody can hear. Thank you.
I see why Joe did it. It was not about, it was just a fork. It was about being consistent and showing Lizzie who is boss.
I love you.
Coming up on Super Nanny,
Hi.
Lizzie and Sarah put a curse on their play date and send their friends packing.
This is why we don't have people over.
When Super Nanny returns.
Mum's really afraid to have people over at the house because of the children's behaviour. It's going to embarrass her. So to build up their confidence, I told Mum and Dad to ring up some friends to arrange a play date.
Adam. Question. Would you and your wife be interested in coming over for a play date?
Children need to learn how to share and how to play with other children.
Hi.
Oh, look at Gracie.
Look at
She's gotten
Gracie's
so
hair.
big since we've seen her.
I was excited. I thought Joe's here. You know, we're going to do it right. We're going to be okay.
Joe, hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Adam.
Hi, Adam, pleased to meet
Things
you.
were going really smoothly and thought it was going really well, and we're going to be able to do this now.
And then suddenly, Lizzie didn't share, and her behaviour got worse.
We do not kick. We do not kick. When Andrew puts it down, then you can get it back, okay? No hitting.
Even in company, Mum had to put Lizzie on the naughty chair. And as if that wasn't enough, Sarah followed suit, and Dad had to put Sarah on the naughty chair too.
You do not pinch me. We have our friends over, and we have to end up putting our kids in the naughty chair. And I thought, here we go, the embarrassing part. And all hell broke loose.
And their behaviour just escalated to the point where they were just swearing.
Mommy.
Now I'm starting to worry about my 4-year-old and the dirty word.
This is why we don't have people over, because of the way our kids act.
Well, I'm sorry, and I really hope that we can do this again.
Oh, we will.
Finally, our friends ended up leaving because they didn't want their son to hear that kind of language.
This swearing, okay, is to get a reaction. But I stuck with Brandy and Doug and said to them, just keep going. And they did.
But the timer starts again.
Time to get up now.
I want to hear you tell me that you're sorry.
Sometimes I don't like to say I'm sorry.
No, I want you to say that you are sorry to Mummy for that behaviour.
Sorry.
Today, it didn't go as well as they hoped. But if Mum and Dad can follow through with the discipline, then play dates are going to get better for them.
I want to hear you tell me that you're sorry.
Sorry for, okay, hug and a kiss. Okay, hug and a kiss. The girls certainly tested their parents today, but Mum and Dad, they set some boundaries. So play dates are only going to get better. Brandy and Doug don't spend enough quality time with their children, and I think they need to realise that they don't know their children as well as what they should. Okay, I've got you both here because we're going to play a little game. And this game is how well do you know your children? Okay, question number 1. What is Lizzie's favourite colour?
Blue.
Wrong. What is your favourite thing to do with Daddy? And I asked Sarah.
You pushed on the swing?
Wrong.
Wrestle. I bet it was wrestle.
What is your favourite thing to do with Mummy? And I asked Lizzie this question.
Help Mommy clean?
You are wrong.
It made a game out of our embarrassing failures as parents.
Next question. What flavour is Lizzie's favourite ice cream? 5.
Chocolate.
Yay! About time.
I thought, oh, crap. We need to really get on the ball and get to know our kids.
Unfortunately, I won't be giving you the answers to the questions. And for homework, you're going to find out a lot about the girls. And when I come back, I'm going to ask you some questions again. Sound good?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Jojo's going. I can have a big hug. Big hug. See you in a couple of days. Keep supporting one another. All right? Remember, it's about sticking together. Okay? And I will see you when I get back.
I am confident that I can do the techniques that she has taught me. I'm a little nervous, so we'll see how it goes.
Bye! I've given Brandy and Doug a lot of information over the past couple of days, so I hope they remember it all and use it.
Coming up on Super Nanny. Andrew's flying high.
Whoa!
And Joe gives Mom a pop quiz.
We're taking the pictures, and you walk up and you go, where's all the pictures gone? Naughty chair or not?
When Super Nanny returns. But first, a tip from Super Nanny.
Parents, if you want to arrange a play date at your house, but you're worried that your children may not share, then to avoid the tears and tantrums, compromise. Allow your children to choose one special toy and put it away in a safe place. But be sure to let them know they've got to share the rest of their toys. The Doyle family had a lot of information to soak up. So whilst I've been gone, I just hope that they've remembered it all. Here goes then.
What's your favorite snack?
Strawberries and grapes.
Strawberries and grapes is your favorite snack?
Sarah's favorite number is...
100. Yeah!
I know.
What's Lizzie's favorite snack?
Banana.
Bananas?
What's your favorite thing to do with Daddy?
Wrestle.
Wrestle!
Hey, that is just absolutely delightful to watch. Well done. I set you guys this homework and you followed through. It's brilliant.
Andrew's on top of the table.
That's not good, is it? Are you on yet?
Hey, get over there.
Together, right?
What's he having lessons in skydiving now?
No, as soon as I noticed, I ran over to get him.
If you didn't know now, you do have to grow eyes at the back of your head and be very aware that you have 3 children. Okay?
Hi, how are you doing? Sarah's gonna be so excited to see you. Take the cake. Sarah is gonna share all of your toys with her, aren't you? I know, but what if they hit the wall? Everybody off the bed. Sarah, this is your warning. This is your warning. You need to get off the bed. Mommy asked you to get off the bed. I don't want to do this now. Come on.
I want to snack. Put me down. Why was she get to the naughty chair?
So she didn't listen to Mommy when Mommy asked her to get off the bed.
No.
Yeah, we all make mistakes sometimes.
My friends were playing on the bed. I had to stay on the floor.
If you don't want them to jump on the bed, then all you have to do is say to Sarah, I don't mind you and the girl sitting on the bed, but please no jumping. And walk out the room and allow them to have fun together. Mm-hmm. But more to the point, you then become naughty chair happy. It's not so effective because Mum and Dad put me in the naughty chair for the most silliest of things.
I don't think Joe thought we did as well as we thought we did. There were some areas that definitely need improvement that she was able to point out.
Are we ready to move on to the next stage? Yeah. Right, I'm very excited to do so. Let's go then. Brandy came out of the DVD session a little unclear of when she should and shouldn't use the naughty chair.
I am just having trouble, I guess, judging what deserves a naughty chair and what doesn't.
A lot of situations can be resolved without using the naughty chair, and that's what I'm going to show Brandy today. OK, so Brandy, what's going to happen now is you're going to teach the children how to share the stencils together between them, all right? Mum and the girls in the playroom, 1 table, 2 children, 2 pieces of paper.
Put your paper up here. Put your paper up here. Lizzie, if you want to do the stencils with Sarah, you need to stop your temper tantrum and you can come to the table and we can do stencils and we will have fun.
Mum's instincts were correct. She's looking to resolve the situation without using the naughty chair.
I honestly don't know what to do because if you put both of these papers down like I did, that should be fine, right?
Look, watch.
Like
exactly, Sarah. Sarah recognises what needs to happen and she very smartly moves the table around so that each child can have an end of the table. Fantastic. How smart is that? But Mum should have thought of that too.
There you go. Look at that. I didn't even think of that, and Sarah did. She's so smart. Good job, Sarah.
Well, that was figured out, but I wanted to give Brandy a little test to see how she would do in other situations. The children are playing, you've got another 5 kids here, and all of a sudden, they're taking the pictures. There we go. And you walk up and you go, where's all the pictures gone? Naughty chair or not? Quick thinking.
No.
You wouldn't give a naughty chair because, OK, they've taken the pictures off the wall, but they're not being destructive. This is no big deal.
Okay.
If they were writing on the wall, or if they were, give me an example.
Fighting.
Then you would deal with it appropriately, OK? Right, OK, let's go down to the next one.
Joe took me through to different rooms and gave me different scenarios.
It's cuddle time, quiet time where you're reading and you've got the girls snuggled up to you either side and Andrew's right on your lap. And as you're reading a story, you give another book to Andrew. And Sarah keeps snatching that book off of Andrew. What do you do, naughty chair or not?
No naughty chair.
That does warrant a warning.
Okay.
Because they're not sharing. What's the lesson you're trying to teach your children?
Sharing.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
We're sitting down and we're having lunch. And Andrew's having a field day. His hands are going in the milk and he's looking at it and he's squidging around on his plate. Naughty chair or not?
For Andrew?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you did get that one right, OK, with Andrew, because of his age. Brandy caught on, and I think she started to see the bigger picture. So now she won't be so naughty chair trigger happy. So remember, it's about being in control of a situation and not controlling your children. And that's a big life lesson.
Being left on our own brought up a lot of new questions, and Joe's reinforcement is definitely helping with that.
Coming up on Super Nanny.
The babysitter's not going to want to babysit all the time.
With Mom and Dad out on date night,
Elizabeth!
Lizzie tries to run the babysitter out of town. When Super Nanny returns.
Brandy and Doug have worked really hard and they deserve a night out. So I've arranged for a babysitter to come and look after the kids.
There's one rule for the parents in being able to come to a coffee house and chill. You talk about yourselves and anything else but the children.
It's nice. You look really pretty.
Thank you.
Elizabeth!
I'd like to see a movie.
Too soon.
Are we only allowed out, what, every 6 months?
The babysitter's not going to want to babysit all the time.
I was overwhelmed.
And I didn't know how Doug and Brandy was going to react. And I didn't want them to be mad at me. So you guys ready? I suppose we better get back, right?
Yeah.
Tea time with the kids and stuff.
Little did we know, while her parents were out, that Lizzie was making the babysitter's life hell.
Hey, what's going on? When we came home, I immediately felt like I shouldn't have went out. Like I had failed in my job as a parent and given that job to somebody else to take care of when I should have been the one doing that. This is why we don't go out and leave the kids with the babysitter.
Explain what's happening so that we can deal with this situation. Oh, my word. I just felt so sorry for Deanna and what she'd gone through.
She's pinched Andrew, she has bit him, she's bit me, she has bit Sarah.
I'm sure Lizzie thought that she got away with her behaviour. Fat chance I wasn't letting her off the hook.
That is absolutely appalling.
You are on the naughty chair
Stay calm.
because you behaved naughty while we had a babysitter.
Brandy was very concerned with the thought that maybe Lizzie was regressing and behaving worse. What she's done is she's seen Deanna and she's thought, oh, I'm going to try now and see if Deanna's going to take this or whether she's going to put me on the naughty chair.
Joe definitely put my mind at ease. She let me know that, no, this is just a new situation. And Lizzie was testing if Mom would follow through because it happened with the babysitter.
Say that you're sorry.
Sorry.
For a woman who never even implemented discipline in her house, I'm really impressed that Brandy has got the confidence now to follow through with the naughty chair, and she's doing fantastic.
You fought Deanna, and you didn't listen to her. You need to tell her you're sorry for that.
For your behaviour.
For your behavior.
I accept your apology, but now no more misbehavior like that because
Speak for I will not.
I will
tolerate
not
that
have
behaviour.
any more behavior like that.
So can I have a big hug because Jojo's going home now?
I wish Jojo could stay forever.
Remember, no hurting one another, okay? You play nicely together.
We kiss and hug our sisters.
Exactly, and you need to do that with your brother and everybody else. Bye-bye, sweetie. For two young parents who didn't know where to turn and didn't know what to do, have learned a lot. Keep communicating, get out as a couple, but at the same time, I want to see you spending that quality time with your family. Let me give you a big hug, Brandy.
Listen, you take care, okay?
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
I owe Joe everything. She has changed our life.
Take care.
Take care. You are welcome.
I was really worried about whether or not her techniques were going to work on our family in particular, but they really have, and I'm really grateful for that.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. I leave this house feeling very satisfied that I've been able to make two young parents a lot wiser over a short period of time.
Feed that one.
My whole family life has changed. Our household is happy, and things have improved so much. Every day is better than the day before.
Okay, hold your arms up like this. Joe made me realize that the family I wanted was here all the time.
It's a baby.
Doug and I work together, and we actually have house rules now. Look, look.
The girls are sharing, and they do as they're told.
Andrew, you pet the lamb?
It's like a baby.
Good job, Andrew. We're not kids raising kids any longer. We are two adults that have put our foot down and decided that we are in control of the situations that go on in the house.
I am looking forward to the future, and I am looking forward to being the kind of dad that my kids deserve to have.
Look, Sarah pet the pony. My mommy and daddy play with me more.
My kids are sharing. They're saying please. They're saying excuse me. It's great.
Here she goes.
I have the family that I've always dreamed of having.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking forward to raising awesome kids. You want some water?